Hi guys, good day. It's me, Teacher MJ. Our topic for today class is all about finding the discriminant and the nature of roots. So without further ado, let's do this topic. Now to find the discriminant class, simply use this formula. That would be discriminant is equal to b squared minus 4ac. Now when you solve for the discriminant class, if your answer is greater than 0, once again, discriminant is greater than 0, and your answer class is a perfect square, therefore, class, the nature of roots, that would be rational and unequal. Let me just explain that one, class. When you solve for the discriminant using this formula, so your answer class, example, your answer is D equals 25. Now, question, is 25 greater than 0? Yep, 25 is greater than 0. Once again, your discriminant is 25. And 25 is greater than 0. Now, next question, is 25 a perfect square? Yup, 25 is a perfect square. Therefore, class, the nature of roots, that would be rational and unequal. Simple as that, class. Now, how do you know that a number is a perfect square? Example, class, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, and so on. We call these numbers perfect square, right? Why is that, sir? Because when we get the square root of this number, class, our answer is a whole number. Example, class, the square root of 4, that is 2, right? The square root of 9, that is 3. The square root of 16, that's 4. The square root of 25, that's 5. Because if you multiply this 5 by the same number, 5 times 5, that is 25. Therefore, class, we call this number perfect squares because when we get the square root of this number, class, our answer is an integer, a whole number. So therefore, we call this number perfect squares. And we have many perfect squares, class. 36, 49, 64, 81, and so on. Alright, so once again, when you solve for the discriminant using this formula and your answer is greater than 0 and it is a perfect square, the nature of roots, class, that would be rational and unequal. Simple as that, class. Alright, now when you solve for the discriminant and your answer is greater than 0 and it is not a perfect square, therefore, class, the nature of roots, that would be irrational and unequal. Let me give you an example, class. When you solve for the discriminant using this formula and your answer is equal to, example, class, your discriminant is equal to 10. Now, is 10 a perfect square? Of course not. 10 is not a perfect square because we don't have the square root of 10. Once again, 10 is not a perfect square. Therefore, class, the nature of roots, that would be irrational and unequal. Simple as that, class. Alright, so when you solve for the discriminant and your answer is 0, example, D is equal to 0, the nature of roots, class, that would be real and equal. Simple as that. Real and equal if your discriminant, class, is equal to 0. Now, if your discriminant, class, is less than 0, what are those number, class, less than 0? That's correct. Those are negative numbers. So if your discriminant, class, the answer is a negative number, your nature of roots, class, there will be no real roots or imaginary. Simple as that, class. Alright, so let's solve class number 1 for us to really understand this one, class, with regards to discriminant and the nature of roots. Let's start with example number 1, class. So we have given x squared plus 6x plus 9 equals 0. Alright, so let me just write it here because we don't have enough space here. So x squared plus 6x plus 9 equals 0. Of course, always remember, class, the standard form of quadratic equation. We have ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So you always check, class, the equation if it's arranged. Yep, it's already been arranged. It's already on the left side of this equal sign. Because in number 3, class, check number 3 and number 4, class. The equation is not yet arranged. You always be careful, class, with regards to the given equation, class. So for number 1, x squared plus 6x plus 9, it's already been arranged. All of the equation is already on the left side of this equal sign. So we need to find the value of a, b, and c. So our a is beside x squared, understood that if we didn't see any number beside x squared, understood that there's 1 here. So our a is 1. Our b is beside x with exponent of 1. So 6x, understood bx here. X has an exponent of 1. So our b is beside x, so therefore our b is 6, and our c is 9. Alright, and then simply plug in, class, the value of a, b, and c. So discriminant is equal to Our b is 6, so 6, then squared. Do not forget squared. So b squared b is 6, then squared, minus 4. Copy 4 class. 4 is already in the formula. So 4 minus 4. If you have 4ac class, it means 4 times a times c. Do not be confused class. If you have variables close to each other, it means multiplication. 4 times a times c. So our a is 1. 4 times 1. Then our c is 9. Alright, so 4 times 1 times 9. So d equals, now if you have 6 squared, it doesn't mean 6 times 2. It means you multiply this 6 by itself twice. This will be 6 times 6. That would be 36. Once again, class, be careful with that one, class. 6 squared, it doesn't mean 6 times 2. It means you multiply 6 by itself twice. So 6 times 6, that is 36. And then negative 4 times 1. So negative 4 times 1, of course, that would be negative 4. Negative times positive is negative. 4 times 1 is 4. And then negative 4 times 9. So once again, when you multiply this one, negative 4 times 1, the answer is negative 4. Times 9. So negative 4 times 9. So let me just write it here. Negative 4 times 9. So negative times positive is negative. 4 times 9, that is 36. So negative 4 times 9, that would be negative 36. Alright, and d equals 36 minus 36. What's the answer, class? 36 minus 36, that is 0. Alright, so our d is 0. Therefore, class, the nature of roots. If your d is 0, this is the answer, class. The nature of roots, that would be real and equal. Simple as that, class. That's the answer, class, for number 1. Okay, so number 1, let me just write it here. Our d, our discriminant is equal to 0. So check the solution, class. Our discriminant is equal to 0. And this will be our nature of roots. Real and equal. So we don't have enough space, class. Just remember this one, class. Our nature of roots, let me just write it here. Real and equal. Simple as that, class. You're done with number 1, class. Simple as that. Alright, so let's have example number 2. Alright, so let's proceed now to example number 2. We have given 3x squared minus 2x minus 5 equals 0. So let me just write it here. 3x squared minus 2x minus 5 equals 0. Alright, so once again, you find the value of a, b, and c. You always check, class, the equation if it's arranged. So is it arranged? Yup, we have x squared, we have x, and negative 5. So it's already on the left side of this equal sign. So it's already been arranged. So our a is beside x squared, that would be 3. Our b is beside x with exponent of 1, so our b is negative 2. And our c is negative 5. So once you get the value of a, b, and c, simply substitute this value in this given equation. So copy d, discriminant is equal to, so once again, our b is negative 2, so that would be negative 2. You put parenthesis, class, then squared. So that would be negative 2, then squared. Minus 4. Once again, 4 is already in the formula. 4 times our a. 4ac, it means 4 times a times c. Our a is 3, so 4 times 3. And our c is negative 5 times negative 5. Alright, so simplify this one. Once again, negative 2 squared. It doesn't mean negative 2 times 2. Because your answer, class, negative 2 times 2. That would be negative 4. And you will commit mistake, class, if your answer is negative 4. Once again, negative 2 times 2, it means that you multiply this equation by itself twice. That would be negative 2 times negative 2. So negative times negative is positive. 2 times 2 is 4. That would be positive 4. So positive 4. Alright, and then this one, negative 4 times 3. Negative 4 times 3. Of course, that would be negative 12. Unlike signs, negative, then 4 times 3, that's 12. So negative times positive is negative. 4 times 3 is 12. And then negative 12 times 5 times negative 5. Sorry, we still have negative 5. So negative 4 times 3, negative 12 times negative 5. So that would be negative 12 times negative 5. So both negative, negative times negative is positive. 12 times 5, that is 60. Positive 60. Okay, once again, 12 times 5, that's positive 60. Negative times negative is positive. So this becomes plus 60. Alright, so once again, class, negative 4 times 3, negative 12. And then negative 12 times negative 5, that would be positive 60. And then combine this one, 4 plus 60, that is 64. Alright, so is our discriminant greater than 0, less than 0, or equal to 0? That's correct. Our discriminant is greater than 0. 64 is greater than 0. Now, next question. Is our discriminant perfect square or not a perfect square? That's correct. 64 is a perfect square because the square root of 64, that is 8. Okay, once again, 64 is a perfect square. So therefore, class, the nature of roots, that would be rational and unequal. Simple as that, class. This will be your answer, class, for number 2, the nature of roots. Rational, let me just write it here. Nature of roots. I will just put NOR, class. We don't have enough space. Nature of roots, that would be rational and equal. Simple as that, class. You're done with example number 2. Alright, so let's proceed now to example number 3. Once again, class, for number 2, the answer for the discriminant is equal to 64. And the nature of roots, that would be rational and unequal because it is a perfect square. Alright, so let's proceed now to example number 3. We have given 3x squared minus 5x equals negative 4. So let me just copy it here. Yep. Same. 3x squared minus 5x equals negative 4. Now, you once again, class, before you get the value of A, B, and C, be careful, class. You check the equation, class, if the equation is already arranged. Is it arranged? Nope, it's not. It's not arranged, class, because all of the equation, class, must be on the left side of this equal sign. Once again, class, this is our equal sign. This is the center. This is left, and this is right in the equation, right? Ax squared plus bx plus c is already on the left side, and then last part, class, should be equal to 0. Now, we have 4 on the last part, therefore, we need to transpose 4 from right to left. Okay, so that all of the equation, class, will be on the left side of this equal sign. So, transpose 4. Once again, class, be careful, class, with the equation, class. Always check the equation, class. So, this will be 3x squared, copy, minus 5x. This is negative 4. Once we transpose, you change the sign. It will be positive 4. So, negative 4 transpose, it will be positive 4, then equals 0. Is it arranged? Yep, it's already been arranged. So, we find now the value of A, B, and C. So, our A is beside x squared, that would be 3. Our B is beside x, that would be negative 5. And our C is the number, that would be positive 4. Alright, so once you get the value of A, B, and C, simply plug in this value in this formula. So D equals, our B is negative 5. So negative 5, then do not forget squared. Quantity squared, so negative 5, quantity, then squared. Open and close parenthesis, then squared, minus 4. Our A is 3, 4 times, negative 4 times 3. And our C is positive 4. Alright, so once again, class, D equals, our B is negative 5. So negative 5 quantity squared minus 4. Our A is 3 and our C is positive 4. So D equals negative 5 squared. It means negative 5 times negative 5. So negative 5 squared, that would be negative 5 times negative 5. So negative times negative is positive. 5 times 5 is 25. So this is 25. Alright, and then negative 4. Negative 4 times 3, so negative 4 times 3, of course, that would be negative 12. Once again, negative times positive is negative. 4 times 3 is 12. Unlike signs, class, it's always negative, class. If you're multiplying or dividing, unlike signs, the answer is always negative. So negative 4 times 3, that would be negative 12. So we're done with this one. Alright, and then negative 12 times positive 4. So, negative 12 times positive 4, that would be negative 12 times 4 is 48. So, this is negative 48. So, negative 4 times 3, negative 12. Negative 12 times positive 4, that would be negative 48. Alright, and then your final answer, class, will be, subtract this one. Once again, class, if the signs are not the same, we have negative 48, positive 25. So, if the signs are not the same, we subtract and then copy the sign of the larger number. Unlike signs, class, you subtract, then copy the sign of the larger number. So, 48 minus 25, we subtract. 8 minus 5 is 3. 4 minus 2 is 2. Now, since 48 is greater than 25, we copy the sign. This will be negative 23. Alright, once again class, unlike sign, subtract 48 minus 25, that's 23. And then copy the sign of 48 since 48 is greater than 25, negative 23. Simple as that class. Now, negative 23. Is negative 23 greater than 0, equal to 0, or less than 0? That's correct, it is less than 0. So, negative 23 is less than 0 because we have negative numbers. Negative numbers, class, are always less than 0. Alright, so our D is less than 0. Now, if it's less than 0, our answer, class, for the nature of roots, there would be no real roots or imaginary. Simple as that, class. Let me just write the answer here. No real roots or imaginary. No real roots, or we can write imaginary. Simple as that, class. You're all set for example number 3. So once again, number 3, discriminant is equal to negative 23. All set for example number 3. Alright, so let's have last example, class. Example number 4. Alright, so let's try last example, class. Example number 4, we have given x squared plus 9x equals 5. So x squared plus 9x equals 5. X squared plus 9x equals 5. Alright, so you check, class, the equation, if it's arranged. Is it arranged? Nope, it's not arranged, because the right side, class, of this equal sign, it should be equal to 0. And since we have 5, we need to transpose 5 right to left. So transpose 5 right to left. This is positive. Once we transfer from this equal sign, you always change the sign, class. It will be negative 5. So x squared plus 9x, positive 5, transpose right to left, it will be negative 5, then equals 0. So our A is beside x squared. Understood that there's 1 here. If you didn't see any number before x squared, understood that there's 1. Our A is 1. Our B is beside x with exponent of 1. So our B is 9. And our C is negative 5. And then simply plug in this value, class, for A, B, and C in this given formula. So our D equals, so D, discriminant, equals, B is 9. Once again, simply substitute 9. So our B is 9, then squared. And then minus 4 times, our A is 1, 4 times 1, and our C is negative 5. Alright, so 9 squared, class. What's the answer, class? Once again, 9 squared, it doesn't mean 9 times 2. 9 squared, it means 9 times 9. And 9 times 9, that is 81. So this is 81. And then negative 4 times 1. So negative 4 times 1. So negative 4 times 1, that would be negative 4. Unlike signs, negative 4 times 1 is 4. So negative 4. And then negative 4 times, once again, negative 4 times 1, that's negative 4. Negative 4 times negative 5. So negative 4 times negative 5. Negative times negative is positive. 4 times 5 is 20. So this will be positive 20. Alright, and then you add this one. So our D, 81 plus 20, that would be 101. Alright, our D is 101. Now question, is 101 greater than 0? Yep, 101 is greater than 0. So we do have two options. D is greater than 0. Next question, is it a perfect square? Is 101 a perfect square? Nope. 101, class, is not a perfect square. So therefore, our answer for the nature of roots, that would be irrational and unequal. Simple as that, class. Irrational and unequal. Okay, once again, D is greater than 0. Okay, 101 is greater than 0. And it is not a perfect square. Therefore, class, the nature of roots for not a perfect square, irrational and unequal. Irrational and unequal. Simple as that, class. You're all set for the discriminant and the nature of roots. Easy, right? Alright, so you try this one, class, and you put your answer on the comment section down below. Let me check, class, if you really understand with regards to the topic of finding the discriminant and the nature of roots. You try this one, class. X squared minus 2x minus 5 equals 0. Alright, you try this one. Give me the discriminant and the nature of roots. Alright, so I hope you learned something new today. If you like this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. You share it to your friends and to your classmates so that we can help more students. Once again, this is Teacher MJ. Have a great day, class. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.